The 1822 half eagle is not just a rare coin, it is a legend in American numismatics, a piece of gold that represents mystery, scarcity, and extreme historical value. In the world of rare coins, very few objects can match its reputation. This single coin is often considered one of the rarest gold coins ever produced by the United States, and its story is filled with history, survival, and unmatched collector demand. To understand why the 1822 half eagle is so important, we must go back to the early 19th century. The United States was still building its financial system, and gold coins were being produced in limited numbers at the United States Mint. The half eagle, valued at $5, was one of the main gold denominations used at the time. However, gold supply was inconsistent, and many coins were melted, exported, or never circulated widely. The year 1822 became historically important because only a very small number of half eagles were minted. Records suggest that around 17,796 coins were originally struck that year, but almost all of them disappeared from circulation over time. Wars, melting for gold value, and international trade reduced surviving examples dramatically. Today, the most accepted fact is shocking. Only 3 known examples exist, and only 1 is available in private hands, making it one of the rarest US gold coins ever discovered. Now, when we talk about rarity, the 1822 half eagle stands at the absolute top level. In numismatics, rarity is not just about low production, it is about survival rate. Even though thousands were minted, only a handful survived. This extreme survival scarcity makes the coin almost mythical. Collectors describe it as a once-in-a-lifetime coin, meaning most experts will never even see one in person. Next comes historical significance, which adds even more value. This coin was produced during a period when the United States was still defining its identity as a growing nation. It represents early American economic expansion, a time when gold coins were essential for trade, both domestically and internationally. Holding this coin is like holding a piece of early American financial history, when the country was still experimenting with currency stability. Another important factor is condition. In rare coins, condition can change value by millions of dollars. The known examples of the 1822 half eagle vary in condition, but even the best preserved piece shows signs of circulation or historical handling. Because gold coins were heavily used in trade, finding a perfectly preserved example is nearly impossible. However, even in worn condition, the coin remains extremely valuable due to its rarity. Now let's talk about collector demand, which is one of the strongest forces behind its value. The 1822 half eagle is considered a museum-level coin. Elite collectors, major institutions, and investment-grade buyers compete for ownership. Because only one example is privately owned, demand is always far higher than supply. This imbalance is what drives its legendary status in auctions and private sales. One of the most fascinating aspects is minting reality and survival mystery. Although records show thousands were minted, experts believe many were melted down or exported to foreign markets, especially to Europe. Gold coins were often not preserved by collectors at the time. They were money, not collectibles. This explains why so few remain today. The authenticity factor is also extremely important. With coins of this rarity, every detail matters. Experts use weight, strike characteristics, dye analysis, and historical documentation to confirm originality. Because of its extreme value, even the smallest doubt in authenticity can change its market standing. That is why certification by top numismatic experts and grading services is critical. Then comes metal content, which is often overlooked but still relevant. The coin is made of approximately 90% gold and 10% copper, which was standard for US gold coins of that era. While its intrinsic gold value is significant, it is only a tiny fraction of its total worth. The real value comes from history, rarity, and collector competition, not the metal itself. Another powerful factor is provenance, or ownership history. Coins that can be traced through famous collectors, auctions, or historical collections become even more valuable. The known 1822 half eagle has passed through some of the most prestigious collections in American numismatic history, adding prestige and trust to its identity. Provenance creates a story behind the coin, and in rare coin collecting, story often equals value. When we combine all these factors, rarity, historical significance, condition, demand, minting survival, authenticity, metal content, and provenance, we begin to understand why this coin is considered almost priceless. In fact, it is often described as non-replaceable, meaning no amount of money can easily secure another one due to its extreme scarcity. The market value of the 1822 half eagle reflects this reality. While exact private sales are rarely public, estimates place its worth in the multi-million-dollar range, and in some cases it has been valued at over $8 million or more depending on market conditions and ownership status. But even these numbers do not fully capture its true value, because coins of this rarity are often considered beyond standard pricing. In the end, the 1822 half eagle is not just a piece of gold from the past. It is a survivor of history, a symbol of early American coinage, and one of the rarest treasures in the numismatic world. It represents everything that makes rare coins fascinating: scarcity, mystery, human history, and the powerful desire to own something truly unique. And perhaps the most remarkable truth is this: while millions of coins were once meant to be spent and forgotten, only a handful survive to tell their story today. The 1822 half eagle is one of those rare survivors, silent, golden, and priceless, carrying more than 200 years of American history in its tiny form.